Hello viewers, I brought the microwave transformer I recently rewound outside today. It's not the nicest of days. It's about +3 Celsius, and made a few additions. I made these up last night. It's basically just the coated copper wire I took off of one of the motors I burned out. It's in another YouTube video. There's 6 strands on each one. Hopefully it'll be enough. Each strand is fairly thick. I don't know, maybe 12 gauge, maybe 10 gauge, I don't know. And well, we'll see if I can light this branch on fire using this piece of coat hanger as an element. And I got some other things I'm going to be trying today. I made this a couple years ago. There are 2 oil furnace igniters, both going to the center here. This one here would be there and there, and this one there and there. Anything you want to burn, you can either set it on top or just ram to the ground and have it coming right up through. Switch them on, turn that off, switch them both on, and away you go. Smoke and chaos ensues. And I also got a hold of another microwave transformer. This one's a little bit smaller. Still has the primary and secondary intact. I pulled this out of a really old microwave, made back in '86, and if I remember right, its tag says output was 600 watts. So it's smaller than that one, but not by much. But I'll be trying things with this and this in another video. For now, let's have some fun with this. That nice wood burning smell. Haven't smelled that in a while. We've got flames. That didn't take very long at all. Let's just see how our other wire's doing. That's not hot at all right now. That's holding up pretty good. Take an amp reading off it and see what it's actually drawn. There you go. I wonder how long it'll actually take to eat right through this branch. It's melted or not melted, it's stuck on inside the back end of this branch. I can't get it out. There we go. That's better. Yeah, it made a notch right there, and got stuck inside. No work for the transformer at all. burn off all the bark. I need to find something bigger. Here we go. How about this? Oh, there goes the branch. That didn't take very long at all, because there wasn't much to go through. I'm gonna need to support this somehow. Doesn't want to stay in the hole I made for the smaller one. Alright, let's try that. Oh, that didn't work too well. My element broke. That's not supposed to happen. Cheap metal. Let's try this again. I don't know if I can get it around it all the way, but I can certainly try. Maybe at least get it to stay on somehow. It's not the best arrangement, but it'll do. Or will it? Oh well. That one's been put through hell and back already. It's the same one I used in my first MOT Fun video. I guess back to the smaller one. There, nice and tight fit. Try that. Well, a piece of it's still on there. Let me reattach it and turn it back on. Of course, with this shorter piece, it's going to get even hotter, even quicker. I just had an idea, something to try. I wonder if this would still glow red if it were submerged underwater. I mean, there's so much current, I wonder if the water would just instantly boil right around this piece of metal. Certainly something I can try. Well, getting some water for the container, tap right there. I thought I might show you guys our own little ductless split. It's a Comfort Star Plus Diamond Series, highest one for this company. As you can see, the efficiencies are very high, very good. Absolutely no frost on the coil. They say it's about +3 degrees Celsius out. Of course, it's an inverter, variable speed DC compressor, 410A refrigerant. $12,000 BTUs cooling capacity, 13,000 heating, 115 volts, 60 hertz, one phase. Total input current for cooling is 9.2 amps, heating is 10.2, compressor alone is 4.59, run load, lock rotor 33, and of course your indoor and outdoor fans aren't even half an amp. This one is only a couple months old, was put in near the end of summer. Nice and warm there. Yeah. Alright. While I'm on the subject of heat pumps, I built my own some years back. Built from scratch, that is. My room. This coil is 12,000 BTUs. It's actually what used to be part of an A coil for an air handler. You know, there'd be one here, and then there'd be another one coming up like that. And the heat pump was a 24,000, so take one coil, you get 12. Compressors, Tecumseh 12,000 reciprocator. I made these fins myself using a disc grinder. Cut it out there, and then braced it here and bent it up. Keeps the water out. Can't really see up in there, but I do have pictures and all that I took when I made this thing. It's already had one compressor put in it, but on doing an autopsy of that compressor, one of the rivets that holds the plate behind the actual flap, that keeps the flap from being pushed out too far on each stroke of the piston. One of the rivets must have been loose, and it made this back plate, this, I guess, valve limiter plate, move. And as it got used over time, it got worse and worse. The rivet worn away, and the plate also worn away. And well, it got to the point where the plate actually snapped in half. It was like a U-shaped plate, one ribbon on each side, and it broke right in the middle. It wore away enough that there was just nothing left. And funny enough, the compressor actually still compressed. Like, I mean, that the pressures were spot on. I've got it's a R22 system, and the pressures were, like about 50 and about 180 head pressure, which is spot on for R22. Yet during the heating season, I was getting very little heat out of the system, like 5 or 10 degrees over room temperature. But she works good. Anyway, back to carnage. here's what I got here. Not quite sure what will happen, but we'll find out. Water's not hot or cold, it's just out of the tap, so it's like room temperature. I think it's going to ruin my alligator clips because it was staying. The water was keeping that so cool. The resistance was not dropping, and the amps were staying quite high. Actually, I'll check, see what they were actually drawn. 190 amps versus about 80 if it were out of the water. And if I bring this out of the water and do it, amps are 109 and dropping. 103, 100, 95, 92, 89, 86, 83, and there it goes. But there were bubbles coming off of this when it was in the water, so it must have been getting up pretty high in temp. Not high enough to make it glow red, but high enough to make a bubble right off the metal there. I think that's all I'm going to get out of this. Thanks for watching.